Hi Panthers, you're studying the list SA2. You're going to take your test on this list on November 4th. Let's look at it. Here is your list. Why don't you take a moment to pause the video and to study this list to see what you notice about the pattern that you see in the words this week. After pausing, I hope you realize that these are compound words. Compound words are formed when two or more words are put together to create a new word or a new meaning. To be specific, these words are called closed compound words. So let me write that down for you here. Closed compound words are two words that are unique and they are joined together. They don't have a space between them, and they are the type that generally come to mind when we think of compound words. So all of these are examples of closed compound words. Try your best to think of maybe 5 other words that could also fit into this category. If you thought of any of these, good job. Here are other examples of closed compound words. So your words this week are all called closed compound words because there's no space or there's no hyphen. But some compound words have spaces between the two words or a hyphen. So take a moment to really study this list, and you're going to see some of the words on here that do have spaces between them. Here's bed rest, and here is ice skate, and we have a high jump, high chair, high noon, and we have the word over here airbag or after all. And then you're going to notice some compound words have hyphens in them. Not many of them do, but we have high rise with a hyphen. We have a merry-go-round with hyphen. The word give and take with a hyphen. And then one that I'm surprised isn't on here is the word brother-in-law or sister-in-law. Those have hyphens in them too. So you might be wondering why some compound nouns have a hyphen in them. Well, the reason there's a hyphen is because this compound noun, part-time, is describing a noun, a teacher. And the compound adjective, I'm sorry, I think I said part-time was a compound noun, but it's a compound adjective describing teacher, and high speed is an adjective that's describing the chase, and 50-yard is an adjective describing the type of dash that it is. So you use the hyphen in your compound words when you're using them to describe a noun. Kind of nifty, huh? Okay, just to make matters even more confusing, now we have the same kind of theory of a chase that was high speed, but this time it's not hyphenated. And that's because the words high speed are coming after the noun. So when they come before the noun, you put the hyphens in them. If it's coming after the noun, you don't. So here my sentence that I kind of squeezed in some words here. I said, the police went on that's my little caret to add that in right there, on a chase that was high speed. So here I didn't use a hyphen because the adjectives that are describing the chase came after the noun. Alright, so all that stuff that I just told you guys about compound words with hyphens and not hyphens, well, that's just to make your brain even smarter than it already is. So you'll notice from your word list that you don't have any compound words that use hyphens or that have spaces between them. So let's get back to those closed compound words. Tonight for homework, what I want you to do is I want you to pick 4 words off of this list that are compound words and find 3 words off of this list that are not compound words. You are going to be a compound word sleuth. This you're going to write on a piece of paper and you're going to turn in tomorrow with as your homework. So that's our way of checking that you've watched the video and that you've done your homework. So on a piece of paper, put your name and your number and draw this chart, this T-chart right here, and find 4 words on this list that are compound words and 3 words on this list that are not compound words. And Miss Ray knows that this list is a little bit fuzzy, so if you have trouble with it, you might want to get somebody else to look, but it was the best that I could do. So, you know, like these words right here I can read pretty well. This word right here is a little bit hard to read. So do your best and just find 4 and 3 words. Good night.